From the air, it looks unreal. An island adrift in a sea of vapor. 15,000 feet above sea level, where oxygen forgets how to be generous, a small cluster of stone houses clings to a spine of earth so high that clouds drift beneath their rooftops. The mountains here are not boundaries. They are breathing walls between the world of the living and the world of gods. This is where humanity learned to live above weather, above sound, above almost everything that defines life below. At this height, the sun rises twice. First, as a pale rumor behind the clouds below, turning the mist into molten gold. Then, a second time, brighter, harsher, as it clears the horizon of peaks and pours directly onto the roofs. The air trembles, thin and immaculate, carrying the faint ring of prayer bells from 1,000 terraces away. Each breath burns a little. Each step feels like walking through memory. Lungs ache, but hearts grow large, adapted to carry more hope than oxygen. The people of this altitude are sculpted by wind and silence. They speak softly, as if afraid their words might drift away before they're heard. In the early morning, when the mist is still thick enough to touch, the villagers light juniper and butter lamps. Smoke coils upward, blending with the clouds below until the whole world smells faintly of earth and heaven. They believe this smoke carries prayers where footsteps cannot reach. Water is drawn not from rivers, but from the sky itself, condensed on cold stone, trickling down into hidden cisterns. Every drop is a gift from air. They boil it carefully, whispering gratitude before it meets their lips. Here, water and breath share the same story. Both invisible, both vital, both fleeting. The village rests on narrow terraces carved by ancestors who measured time in lifetimes, not years. Fields of barley shimmer like scales of light, roots gripping rock that has never known softness. They plant with patience, harvest with reverence. The soil is poor, but the people are rich in endurance. Children run along the edges of cliffs without fear. They've learned that the sky below them will catch their gaze, even if the ground will not. Their laughter echoes down valleys, bouncing off glaciers before dissolving into fog. To be born here is to inherit altitude as instinct. The days are blindingly bright. Light reflects off snowfields with the sharpness of glass. Eyes squint into slits, skin darkens to bronze, breath turns to steam with every word. At midday, the clouds rise, flooding the valley until it vanishes completely. From above, it looks as if the village floats on milk. From below, it disappears entirely, swallowed by sky. Afternoons belong to silence. Animals move slowly, conserving breath. Yaks graze in solemn circles, their bells the only sound threading through the wind. Even the dogs nap with eyes half open, their fur shimmering like frost. The entire mountain seems to rest between two heartbeats of the earth. When storms come, they do not announce themselves. A calm sky fractures into thunder without warning. Lightning laces across ridges like glowing veins. The villagers cover their windows, not out of fear, but respect. They say thunder is the mountain remembering its power. Rain falls sideways, freezing mid-air, transforming into pearls of ice that rattle across rooftops. And yet, the moment it passes, sunlight floods back as if nothing had happened, soft, forgiving, eternal. Nights arrive without ceremony. The air cools instantly, brittle and pure. The world beneath the clouds disappears, leaving only stars. So many they resemble snowfall turned upside down. From their rooftops, people watch the constellations drift like slow caravans. They can see the curve of the planet, the faint line of dawn rising somewhere thousands of miles below. Time stretches thin here. Dreams and waking blend seamlessly. Inside their homes, fire burns in stone hearths carved generations ago. The flames flicker low, careful not to consume more air than they must. Every ember is precious. Around it, families gather, sipping tea made from salt and butter, telling stories of ancestors who once climbed even higher. pilgrims who sought to meet the horizon face to face. Outside, the wind presses against the walls, whispering songs older than language. At 15,000 feet, sound behaves differently. It travels farther, slower, purer. A bell rung at one end of the valley can be heard on the other side, seconds later, as if time itself paused to listen. In the monasteries perched above the village, monks chant low and rhythmic, their voices resonating through the rock until even silence vibrates. The chants are not prayers in the ordinary sense. They are a way of breathing together, of synchronizing heartbeats with the pulse of the mountain. Sometimes the villagers say the mountain breathes back. They feel it in the tremor of earth before dawn. In the sigh of wind that rises, they speak less. They start to hear things hidden beneath noise, the shifting of snow, the whisper of sun against ice, the faint hum of the earth spinning. The mountain does not welcome everyone, but it transforms those who listen. During festivals, the village becomes a river of color. Women wear crimson shawls embroidered with silver thread. Men tie blue sashes around their waists. Drums echo across terraces. They dance barefoot, not for celebration, but for gratitude. To remind their bodies they still belong to gravity. When they jump, dust rises and floats away like incense. Children release paper lanterns into the sky at dusk. Each carries a handwritten wish: safe harvest, clear skies, long life. The lanterns drift into the cloud sea, their light fading gradually until the sky resembles a mirror filled with stars, both real and human-made. They say that every lantern eventually joins the Milky Way. When illness comes, they turn to herbs grown in shadowed crevices. Roots that survive at this height are potent, bitter, and few. Healers grind them into powder with stones polished smooth by centuries of prayer. Cures are slow, like the air, thin but enduring. The sick recover not through medicine but through patience. There is a saying carved into the monastery gate: to live here is to be between earth and sky, noise and silence, body and spirit. The villagers do not seek to conquer the mountain. They belong to it. They've learned that survival here is not resistance, it's agreement. You breathe when the wind allows. You plant when the soil softens. You speak only when echoes consent to return. When the sun sets, shadows spill upward, not down. The clouds below darken first, turning violet, then blue, then pure black. Above them, the peaks glow white under the last breath of light. The village becomes a constellation on land. From orbit, you could mistake it for a cluster of stars resting on the spine of the world. In the coldest nights, frost flowers bloom on windows like frozen handwriting. Inside, children trace the patterns, pretending they are messages from the sky. Elders smile and nod. Perhaps they are right. Before sleep, a single bell rings from the temple, the sound thin, crystalline, endless. It echoes through the clouds, across valleys, down into the sleeping world below. For those who hear it, it means the same thing every time. The mountain is breathing. All is well. Here, life does not rise or fall. It hovers, balanced between silence and storm, sunlight and shadow, mortal and divine. 15,000 feet above the sea, where even the air feels ancient, the people of the clouds live not beneath the heavens, but within them. And as dawn returns, spilling its first light through the mist like gold dust in water, the mountain exhales once more, and the world begins again.